This contribution is about sedimentology and dynamic of cryogenic soil in a rock glacier of the Central Andes in the province of San Juan in Argentina. The high mountain environment of the Central Andes is characterized by perennial frozen soil and little precipitation. The processes are periglacial processes. These processes involve active frost weathering, sediment transport mechanisms, and freezing and thawing cycles that may produce either cryoturbation or sorting phenomena, for example, rivers gradation and battleground. The selected area is an active cryogenic geoform, is a rock glacier, active, which is a supersaturated geoform with ice and permafrost dynamics. These geoforms are characteristics and frequent to see in the Central Andes. We call our geoform El Candidato 3153 south and 7011 west at more than 4,040 meters above sea level. We made pits for observation in the active layer of the rock glacier. The active layer is a layer that is to be subject to annual thawing and freezing in areas underlying by permafrost. We describe soil textures according to the Canadian system of soil. We perform granulometric analysis, and the idea was to determine thermal and physical and chemical as well properties in the active layer. As a result, the sedimentology pebbles are major grain size more than 50%, predominantly between 16 and 64 millimeter diameter, and their main compositional lithic fragment of the regional lithology is rhyolite. Based on the cryogenic law, pebbles and cobbles were transported upwards within the active layer. But we saw concentration of silts on the top of the active layer. That could be related to frost-related extrusion in the first 65 centimeters. The samples are poorly sorted, but indicate a tendency of increasing fine sediment with, with sand, silt, and clay. It is interesting to see that the site of sun is the second important granulometric peak in our profiles. As conclusions, in the Central Andes, we can see that no thick snow covers are in during the winter. Therefore, processes of heat loss convection are very active. This is one of the mechanisms that favors the existence of rock glacier, even with high environmental temperature. The detection of low values of diffusivity and also the low values of conductivity can also explain the long ice permanence on frozen sediments in the Andes. In addition, that is why the rock glaciers have a slow response to the climatic variability. Cryoweathering in present climatic conditions and cryosediments also reinforce the phenomena described before under rock glacier formation. These regional processes positively influence the extraordinary thickness of the periglacial level in these latitudes of the Andes.